everyone, and welcome to Slay the Princess. I've heard at least this is a horror game. I don't know much else because I'm trying to dive into games that I don't know as much about, but I do know that this one has gotten some attention. So, since we've gotten into Stardew Valley, Cult of the Lamb, which are really cutesy, I thought we would go for something a little more horror on the horror side of things, which I've done on my Twitch channel, and I ended up really loving it. One of my favorites was Resident Evil Village. I had a lot of fun with that one. I think I screamed bloody murder, and I've obviously Five Nights at Freddy's, but if it's cutesy and horror, ooh, I love it. So let's get into it. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why would a princess be in the basement of a cabin?
You're here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, Jesus, morbid. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing this princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not going. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Whoa. Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I'm always off. I've always wanted to off a monarch, Viva la Revolution. That caught me. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. If we're gonna go with my actual reaction, I would be curious as to what that means.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know
it. Well,
no more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, but that's not very specific. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna kill... Yeah, well, exactly. Do you have any evidence to back that up? Have you considered that maybe she's only gonna end the world because she's locked up? Killing the princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this. Oh, okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her, and if she's bad, as you say, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything. I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to... Okay, so now we're good. Okay. There's a little bit difference. Okay. Yeah.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
No, that's a vague answer. Excuse you. Yeah, maybe the only reason she's gonna do this is because she's locked up.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Oh. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Why didn't you just stomp on the egg before it had a chance to frickin' hatch?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Oh, why do I have to stomp on the egg? Which metaphorical egg that you've just brought up? You know what, bro? Y'all are pissing me off. Well, I want to say this one. Yeah.
And I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Oh, don't use reverse psychology on me, pal. I'll kick your ass.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Oh, okay.
You'll find the princess within.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, it's the voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, I only get one option. Okay, excuse me. I can't peek in, or it's just straight up into the cabin. Well, that just seems...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Didn't you just say everything was dust? Like, it's got a fine layer of dust, except for the freaking pristine blade? I just want to argue with you.
The blade is your implement.
Okay.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Should touch it. Sure, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
If you watch some of the horror movies that I've watched, no. That's a lie. You could easily kill somebody without it. I'm just saying. You can choke them, you can gouge. There's a lot of things you can do.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
How do we know that she's... It's like you still haven't answered my question.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Well, okay, yeah, I thought she was going to sound way more innocent.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
No, see, it would... Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. You know what? I'm not going to say anything.
You're still listening to reason.
Oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I mean, you can kind of say that about Elsa, I guess. Just like the Ice Princess powers and stuff. Like, whoop-doo, you know. But... Same thing about Chucky, because he's a doll, and people are like, oh no, it's just this doll in here. But he's like murdered, like, I don't know, over 1,000 people. I don't know how many people Chucky's murdered.
And
Dude.
There you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, well, if you're gonna talk to me like that...
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Yeah.
Oh, no talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I mean, you have a point. See, this is where I get pissed at the narrator, because this doesn't help me out at all. Like, you tell me, like, take the blade, you're gonna need it. But, like, in all honesty, how do I know whatever makes her being able to take the world out? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Just stab you in the eye. Stabber, stabber.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
See, she's really starting to piss me off.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Okay.
End this.
Well, what if she's bluffing and she kills us? Drop the blade. I'm not dropping the blade. Can we just talk? Are you sure? Wait, this is all I get? Okay, slay the princess. Just do
You
it.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Okay. And now she looks all innocent. This is horse poop.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Not to be mean, but she already kind of pissed me off, so I was like, okay.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Uh-huh.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
No, I don't trust this.
But is it over? Really over?
That was too easy.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I
don't
really
touch
don't
her.
think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Oh.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Okay. Oh. I would have kicked her, but there's no option for that. I would have. If there was the option to kick her, I would have kicked her. I like poke her with a. They're poking her with a stick. Ding, ding, ding. I would too. I hate this.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
We'll just. I don't believe you.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
That's true.
But it was for the greater good.
I don't know.
One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
Excuse me. See, okay, now I'm pissed. I should have just... Is there an option to kill the narrator?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
No, I won't, pal. Oh, hell no. Yeah.
What's done is
That's
done.
BS. Let me out of here.
And there's no going back.
I didn't even
now.
look at the other options. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't look at the other options. I didn't care. I'm that mad right now. Like, this is bull crap. What's done is done. There's no going back. Now you can take that and shove it up your rear end now, can't you, buddy?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I'm going to backhand this dude.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Just because you tell me I'm happy doesn't mean I'm happy, pal. That's...
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Okay. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Yeah.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Oh, are we gonna die?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh, really?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Okay, no offense, this is not my idea of wonderful. Like, literally, there's nothing to do. You would go stark raving mad like this. There's no effing way. No way.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Why is the handle freaky creaky? I didn't like the idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing. Huh. Well, let's explore this.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Okay, there's a lot of things that people shouldn't do that they do.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get the hell out of here. Part of me just really wants to stick it to this narrator.
This happy little place for you. Is this
I'm not happy in it.
For saving the world, an eternity of bliss. You
How?
ingrate.
How am I blissful? How am I blissful? How? How am I blissful just because you tell me I'm blissful? I'll kick your ass.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
I thought he was going to say throw myself down the stairs. I was like, I found a different way.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I've been here a while then, because it takes a long time for a skeleton to start looking like that. Or a dead body to look like that. I mean, not the skeleton. I was focusing on the skeleton part.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Nope, my headphones just died.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Uh-huh. Okay, chapter 2, the Spectre. I don't think there was any other way out.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it. I'm wise to your tricks. I'm getting terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I killed myself. What am I doing here? No, I want to call you a name.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Dude, I don't even know where the hell you are, fool. Like, that's horse poop.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I think... Have you heard of a lying, sir?
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Thank Thank you.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
I feel like that's horse
And I
poop.
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started.
Yeah?
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
It sounds like a loop, yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I
It doesn't
didn't fail,
matter,
though.
because we didn't fail to slay her.
Yeah.
And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh my god, I love this dude. Okay, Voice of the Cold is now kind of, I'm digging him. He's
Just stay focused, will you?
excuse me. I'm ADHD. I'm not staying focused. That's not happening. I can try, but just, let's talk about this princess. How about I just turn around and leave?
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, and I don't care. Nope. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm just not gonna go to the cabin.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah, sure I do.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, now this is some Doctor Strange horse shit.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
All I'm thinking of is like, you know how Doctor Strange can alter things? Like he just alters the path without you even realizing, and suddenly, oh, there it is again. Stupid cabin. Screw you. And turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's
so
remarkably
stubborn.
selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't trust you. You took our trust
Fine.
and threw it in the
Turn
trash.
around and trek back down the path you came.
Cool.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? Where are we?
Oh, hell.
I don't know. But it feels like home.
Why does this look like hair? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulates, pulses louder, as something other comes close. Oh, okay, yay, hands. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Resistance fingers resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. It's not a nightmare. Okay, this is a nightmare. Wake up. This is not a night. This is not a nightmare. Okay. Return to your destined path.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
No, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can't someone else do this?
You're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
It seems like horse poop, but okay. Yeah, tell me what my...
But I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
No, it's not, because I've been here before. Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Serious? No, you have to do it.
Do I though? Just turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you
even know where I'm going? Nope! I just really want to be so busy with you. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with
new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
There's been nothing the entire freaking time.
Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Ooh.
Good.
Oh. What did I do? Oops. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better wash our hands of the whole situation.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
This
How
is
convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay. Just turn around and leave again. Okay.
That's great
just
to hear.
Go in.
As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve.
You both annoy me, the narrator and the damn princess.
Warn
this is
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, whatever.
Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. It'll be easy, so long as you stay focused.
You keep saying that. Have you met me? I'm ADHD, dude. Like, no, man. I'm at the attention span of a squirrel.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Here's the thing. Why does a princess need saving in the first place? There's that question for you, but that's just me. Whatever. Why can't you just save randos?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and...
Okay, we've heard this. Enter the basement. Just skip the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her voice softly carries up the stairs.
I kind of skipped ahead.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she sounds nicer this time.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Interesting.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is it only one wrist is bound? That's interesting too.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Oh, I mean, there's lots of ways.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk first.
Okay.
What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up for a reason. You're the person. I'm the person. I cannot read today. I'm sorry. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away here, at least for a little bit, so we can get to know each other better while I decide. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk. Okay, retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying a word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. What's your name?
Oh.
I'm sorry, do you not know your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
I don't trust either one of you.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
He's got a point. Yeah, I don't know anything about you.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Okay.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
Yeah.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
That's no, that's a damn life. I'm freeing someone. No.
It's not like you'd believe me.
I might. Keep her locked
That
away.
seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
What are you gonna do about it?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Well, I
One
thought I
way or
liked it
another?
too.
I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock her in the damn
I
basement.
know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No
Yeah,
one wins
I
here.
don't trust. I don't think either one of us wins. I don't think any of the three of
It's a
us win.
chance we'll
Either
have
I
to
kill
take.
her, or
We
everything
can
dies,
make this work
or
if we just
you are
stay
just.
here
I
and
don't
keep
know.
watch. No one has to die.
This narrator's pissing me off. This princess
Where
is pissing
are
me
you
off.
going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
I feel like that's a mistake.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains?
Oh, really?
She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. I kind of want to kill her, but I kind of want to leave her. Because, like, she's let the facade go, so I really think she's going to do something. But a part of me is like, if I stab her, is the narrator going to screw me over again?
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry.
Or are we going to be too late? You see,
You
there's
rush
so
up to
much.
the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
See, is it my ugly hand that I've got? Like, who's ugly
Okay,
hand?
if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Okay.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be
It's
seen.
not still chained to the wall. It's the chain's over there. Her aren't.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Uh-oh.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room.
Yeah, let's
You don't
finish
see
this.
her. Where is she?
She's behind us. Investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud
You know, I don't know
and
why you didn't
desperate
look behind
against
you
the
in the
stairs.
first place.
You turn to chase after the princess, but she's
Yeah,
fast
okay.
and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone.
It's the same ending. It's the only thing that's different is we're in the basement, not in the top. This is so.
It can't just end like this, right?
No, I'm afraid it did,
As
sir.
much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Okay. Well, that sucked. Chapter 2, The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh. I'm thinking. Do I even want to continue with you? Because you're really pissing me off.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I'm getting a terrible
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
That's a lie.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Why are all these voices popping up?
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
This is more than deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Are you gaslighting me? I'm just gonna go with it.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We know.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
I'll proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There is a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
I want to look at myself.
I'm sure we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame there isn't anything like that around here. You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you. I see all sorts of things. But do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes or no question.
Are we gathering more? Like, is it just us, or who are these voices?
Help me out here, will you? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the dang mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why do I have a claw? Why am I claw like?
Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone. You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Oh, okay, I'll give you that one.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up.
into
I don't
the
know
earth.
why, but this gives me the Raven vibes, like Edgar Allan Poe.
The air smells
Vibes.
of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I
Her
mean,
voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you.
Aha!
I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Well, what
She
I
must
didn't
have you
do.
confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Is this a group, or are these just little voices in my head? Because in all honesty, I'm very confused.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Oh?
You need to stop lingering.
Tea?
Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Well, you're just a butthole.
Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark
she's
room
different.
below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Huh.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp,
You got a
sharp
tail
blade,
and a
no
foot.
doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Oh, you're okay. We're probably pretty obvious, dude.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
Where's your other leg?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Oh yeah, welcome to catching up, pal.
No. You've already been here, haven't you?
Oh,
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
golly, you're being
Well,
stupid.
you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just
I
going to
feel
make
like
things more
that's-
difficult than they have to be.
I feel like that's horse poop.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Things got messy. Can't you get out of those things on your own? The chains didn't stop you last time. You're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill. Give her the blade. I don't trust you, not enough to free you. I'll leave her in the basement again. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to this world, so I'm going to attack you now. How about I just don't say anything?
Without uttering a word, you charge the princess. So much for finding an easy way out. I can't believe you're making us work for it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, at least.
Oh crap, I made a mistake.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist.
Oh. Oops.
She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes.
Pocket sand!
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
Okay.
As you brush the silk from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
Oh, interesting.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing it. Right, she's distracted. Stab her in the back. In for a penny, right? Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Did she bite out feathers, or am I imagining that?
So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty.
We could, though, for
Of course
fun.
we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. It takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise. Are we? At the bottom of the barrel. We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. That's not the bottom of the barrel. What is?
Oh, I can think of one or two, but I
Well,
probably
here.
won't.
You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged,
think we have
skin
feathers.
scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the book of honourable combat, both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over.
Huh.
That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning.
Oh.
I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better packing order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time. I care about the
No.
groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening?
No. I do too.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Port on
Hear
what?
that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit.
Interesting.
Slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you, and they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
Why didn't they do that to you in the first place? We're people. We can make things work. I'll take it all back. I'll help you out of here. Go out fighting.
The princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you.
Okay.
At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lifted delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness,
That tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict.
Oh, we got choked. It's like they say roots, but it's like we got choked out by pythons.
The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement.
Ew.
Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again, you wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I thought this was a love story. Who the frick is the love story about? There's no
Pressure
love.
is unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I would have thought we'd have passed out from the pain at least, bro. Chapter 3, The Wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Okay.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
Oh.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
3?
I think this is our 3rd?
4, maybe?
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
I don't know, they're very sketchy.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
We got rooted.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Okay.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
We screwed up.
Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed.
That was me. I did that.
And what should we have done? Let you draw things out with all that conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest.
Interesting.
There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind.
Voice of
what
the
happens to
opportunist,
us.
voice of
I
the
kinda
stubborn,
like it now that we
voice
aren't
of the
actively
hero.
being crushed.
Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad.
And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No
Okay.
point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end, the princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I guess.
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be.
Is this gonna end with
Can't
us
you
being the
feel it?
princess or something like that? Like, I wonder. What this thing watching us? What is he? Yeah,
I'm
what
not
is he?
watching you. I'm trying to help you.
Oh, I
That's
don't.
not an answer to our question.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
Okay, that seemed likely the first time,
I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
This is not a
She's
Disney
the
movie.
only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
No, I don't know about that. How do we stop him? For the pressure, the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? Where are we right now? This is an abomination and I want out. I'm not supposed to, I don't like this. Okay, narrator, how do I stop her? I've had enough of this guy.
Back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
Okay.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
Turn inward and find your freedom.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
Okay.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal.
Okay.
Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
Oh, we keep having this little claw mouse, so I think we're coming back similar.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
Exactly. See? I don't trust him.
He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you
Wrap it up, dude. Come on.
fall apart.
Oh my god, you had us in absolute nothingness the first round of this. I'm not listening to this BS.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
You just need to find it. Okay. Ooh.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
Why do I feel like you're threatening me?
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
Yeah, I don't...
That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Ooh. I trust you. Find the way out.
You
Let's
won't
keep going.
find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Well, you should have done it on your own in the first place, shouldn't you? Yeah, bastard. But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't
move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of the breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Oh, can it? This was all of us, fighting as one.
Okay.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
Well, what's out there?
It's beautiful.
It just looks like blades of grass shooting up into the air. I don't understand. And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
Ooh. Is he gonna reveal himself? But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Well, by this point, I don't know, pal.
Where's that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
Why do you sound far away? The narrator is gone, too.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
We're
Well,
top
I'll
of the
give him
pecking
that.
order now. Right, boys?
You're just hopeful, aren't you, you dumbass?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yeah, I think we
Screw
should.
the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Okay, I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for
Does
her.
this mean we won? You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Well, okay, I
begging you,
mean,
don't
eventually
do
I was
this.
gonna have to do that. Why? Why? I'm going to approach it. I'm just going to do it. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Okay. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin? Approach her. Okay. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh, okay. You're the thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Alright, yeah.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What happens
Nothing
now?
as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives.
so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How many perspectives do you need? Yeah, how many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what is it you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Let it be. And what if I
Then
don't?
we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I am not afraid to die.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I'll give you that one. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay, make me forget,
She asks
sure.
that I tell you to remember her.
Aw, well, that's sweet. I
You
think.
won't.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The hero and the princess. We're back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay. I think we're gonna end this here for tonight. That was kind of crazy, kind of intense. I hope y'all are enjoying it so far. It has been kind of, it's been definitely interesting. I've not played a game like this before. Not like this. Not where you're kind of trying to still figure things out. Anyways, whew, that's interesting. Alright, well, we'll pick this up next time, and I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great one, and enjoy. Bye, everybody.